Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, you guys, I'm just going to be doing a basic color change. So we're going to be doing a permanent design. I'm kind of removing the middle fingers because we're going to do a clear glass nail for Valentine's Day. So we're just shaving down the acrylic with a extra coarse drill bit from PANA, and it is a safety bit, you guys. I'll leave that in the description box in case anybody wants to get that, because it is my favorite to do soak offs. I'm also using my Mani Pro, but if you guys are new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, and if you are a returning person and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, you guys, and hit the post notification bell button, because I like to do post notifications at the end of every video. At least I try to. Okay, so yeah, all we're doing is shaving down the acrylic, you guys, and like I mentioned in the beginning, I basically am removing the middle fingers, and her pointer on her other hand actually had already been removed. She actually broke it. She sent me a picture of it like a couple of days after it happened, or I'm not sure if she sent it right away, but she had sent me a picture of the point, and I was like, oh no. So she said it was like really painful. I forgot how she said she hit it, but she had to remove it because it was so painful. But so we're just going to be replacing the nail as well for the pointer on the hand I'm holding right now, but I'm also removing this nail right here, and I'm just trying to get it to the thinnest layer possible, and we're just going to be removing it with these MAKARTT foils. Love them. I'll also put them in the description box, and I'm also getting rid of her little Swarovski diamonds, but I don't know if those were the Swarovski or the regular ones. I can't remember, but because I do have them in both. I have the regular rhinestone hearts and the Swarovski. So now we're just shaving down the color. So this is like a nude pink cover acrylic. I think this is like a mixture that I made myself, but we're just thinning it out because I asked her if she wanted to just do a fill and then add the gel color, but she said that she had preferred the permanent acrylic color instead, because you know, everybody knows that that's obviously not gonna chip away or fade or anything like that. She just feels more comfortable with knowing like it's just gonna be there the whole time, and I don't disagree. I completely agree with that. That's what I prefer as well. My hands actually, this day that I'm doing her nails, I actually decided to take my nails off. So I did do my left hand for a video, and then I did remove both of them last night. But you guys, I used this you know how I'm using this drill bit right here, this extra coarse drill bit from PANA. So I have this other one I got from PANA, but this one's the safety bit, and the one that I was using to remove my nails was not a safety bit. Girl, I cut my freaking fingers. Oh my goodness, they hurt so bad. It's so sharp. I'm gonna show you a picture. Don't buy it. It's like horrible if you're gonna do yourself, because you know I am right-handed, not left-handed, and I cut up my right hand pretty bad. Not horrible, but still, and it hurts so bad. So I would suggest don't buy the one, but I'm not even gonna, I'll just show you a picture. I'm not even gonna put in the description box because I don't recommend it. I don't even recommend you use it on a client, because you might cut them. You never know. You know how some clients move a lot? You want to prevent that from happening. So I always use my safety bit, which is this one, and I love it so much. You could tell that they're safety bits when they're rounded at the end, and that prevents you from cutting somebody potentially. So yeah, now we have shaved down the nails as much as we could, and I took off the two foils from the middle fingers and just kind of like removed the rest of the acrylic that soaked off. And now I'm pushing back her cuticles. So now that we're done pushing back her cuticles, I'm gonna go ahead and take my sanding band. This is a medium grit, and I'm just going and removing the rest of the acrylic and kind of prepping the nails that had the nails we had to remove. So we are just getting rid of all that acrylic so that the nail could stick on properly, and the nail's already prepped when we go into putting all of the tips on. And I'm also, actually, if you can tell, I'm going underneath her nail, like at her free edge, and I'm also kind of like reducing the length a little bit, kind of like if you were using your clipper and file, but you can just literally just use your sanding band. Okay, so here I decided I was going to go ahead and just kind of shave it down a little bit more, because I feel like if you don't shave enough off and the color that you want to use is not going to have like the best surface to create that foundation. So I just wanted it to be as thin as possible so that it looks like it basically have nothing there. But you have to be careful, you guys, when you're shaving it down so much, because you can cause a lot of friction and heat on their natural nail. So just try to be careful and pick up your bit as you're doing this part. And I'm just, you know, I guess that's why I don't like to work on one so long. If you feel like you can do it in 2 parts, like you could take a break from one nail and go to the next and then go back to the first nail so that you're not causing too much friction, that would be great. That would help out a lot, especially for your client. So now we're brushing off that excess dust and we're adding our tips. I will also love to leave you guys these tips in the description box because they make coffin nails so easy. And I don't know if I mentioned, I did cut her nails down with the e-file too. It just makes it easier with the extra coarse bit. So her nails had to have a cut down as well. So yeah, so now we're prepping her pointer that she had lost. She didn't lose the whole nail actually. She kind of like, it broke in half, like where the free edge is, and then she just decided to remove the whole thing. So when she came, she had no nail there. So yeah, so now we're adding the tips and the glue, and this is just KDS glue that I placed on her nail. And I'll leave that in the description box as well. I'll leave all the links so you guys know. Oh, and the file too. The file is a PANA file. I think it is a 100/100 grip on both sides. And I love these files. These are my favorite. These are the ones I'll probably be buying for like a while now. Yeah, you can get them on Amazon as well actually. So that will be in the description as well. So yeah, now we're just cutting all the nails so that they all are evened out. They all have the same length, and my cutter is from Coupa. I love it. It's red and it actually goes with the Valentine's Day theme. How cute. And the little borders in the back, the little backgrounds, I would call my little table backdrops, but they're just like scrapbook like paper for scrapbooking, and you can actually use these to frame them too and put them on your wall. But I use them for my backdrop so that my videos kind of have more of a vibrance to them. And I got them on Michael's. That was my point. So I get some at Walmart, but these specifically I got at Michael's, I believe last year, and they were on sale. I don't know why they had them ready on sale so early. I don't know if they had them before, but it was like a whole section of them at Michael's. So I grabbed this one, the Valentine's Day one, and a couple other ones. So yeah, now we're just going in with our 100 grit file, and we're just reshaping the nails and shaping up the new tips that we added on there and kind of trying to create it more narrow effect. So more of a coffin, like we're re-coffining her nails, I guess. The first time she came, she had them, she got a full set, and they were actually coffin, and then we did like a stiletto slash almond nail. So when she came in the beginning of the video, guys, you would have seen that it was like an almond nail. And so now we're going back to the coffin shape. So it is very possible to do that. You just have to know how to kind of change the style. And if you can't change it, then you have to tell them, like, yeah, I don't think that's possible. But it was very possible this time. It was not a hard transition. So yeah, I love these files, you guys. They are amazing. All right, so back with the sanding band, and this is medium grit, and these are from Coupa. I love these. I actually need to order some more, but I don't know if I'm just gonna order some on Amazon because I need them like ASAP, seriously. So I'm just going ahead back into that exposed nail now, and I'm kind of removing the shine off the nail and going around the cuticle area just in case anything's there or any new growth of cuticle. Of course, there's always gonna be, because that happens very often. It's just like a natural thing that happens when your nails are growing out. Your cuticle grows out as well. And at this time, we're blending the tips so that we can have them perfectly. Basically, we just want our foundation to be perfect, and blend it really well so that when you apply the acrylic, everything is smooth and everything looks nice and evened out, and there's no ridges when you're applying the acrylic. All right, so we're just wiping down with some alcohol. I believe it's like 99% alcohol or something. And we're going with our protein bond from Young Nails, and we're just going to be protein bonding or priming her nails. And this is actually a acid free primer, and this is everybody's holy grail primer. Ask any nail tech what their favorite primer is. I bet you 90% are gonna say protein bond from Young Nails. I love this stuff, and it's basically just a double layer. It's not a double layer, I'm sorry. It's like a double-sided, think about a double-sided tape. That's what protein bond is. So it's basically acid-free primer. What is the difference? An acid primer actually puts holes in your nails because it's acid, you get it? So it creates little holes so that the acrylic would adhere into those little holes so that it attaches to the nail plate. And what the protein bond does is just adhere from each side and protects kind of both sides, which is awesome. So, okay, we added a little bit of clear from Koopa, and we're using that kind of as our glue to adhere these little hearts. I will leave these little hearts in the description box as well. Also from Amazon. I love these so much. These have been so popular for Valentine's Day. Everybody is getting these, and I love it. I love how they look. But she came in with a picture, you guys, and I'm just kind of like looking at my tablet on my left side with my Archon mount, and it really helps when people give me designs because I literally just look into the left and I can see my Archon mount, and it has my tablet where I can just look at Instagram and see the pictures they send me through Instagram. They'll DM me their pictures and I can just recreate it so easily instead of like asking them to pull out their phone every so often to show me the design over and over again. So the design was basically a bunch of scattered hearts everywhere on a clear tip and basically encasing it with clear acrylic. And that is what it looks like. I love it so much. It's so pretty. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're gonna encapsulate it. So you take some clear acrylic and you just start feathering it down. I placed it somewhere in the middle and then feathered it down because the nail is not as long. So somewhere in the middle works really well. And then we're just trying to even it out at the same time. And we're also adding more on the top and feathering it down. And this is just gonna create a beautiful effect of clear nail with the beautiful design in the middle. I love these. Feathering it down. All right, so we're adding some clear onto all the nails that are gonna be black. All the nails after this are black, every single nail after the design that we did. So what I like to do is create a barrier with the clear so that in case she ever wanted to change her color and she didn't want black anymore, all we have to do is kind of like in the beginning, we would just remove it with the extra coarse safety bit and remove all the color, and then we can add new color. And there'll be that barrier so that we're not going too close to her actual natural nail. So that is the best thing to do right here, and it really helps when they come back for a fill, aka fill and color change, because if she wanted to fill, it's a different price. So if you just wanted to refill the black, it's a lot more inexpensive. But if you're gonna go and change the whole color out, it is a little bit more. So here you can see me, I'm using the color Maryland, and the company is actually Glam and Glitz. This is a really good black. I actually need to order another one because I'm running out really low. But to be honest, you guys, because I'm only using this as like, you know, you can kind of use color acrylic as a polish. So it doesn't, you don't use too much. So I actually have had it for a long time where I'm like surprised that it still has a lot of product inside. But I am going to be purchasing probably the bigger size. The one that I have is only 1 ounce, and I need to get the 2 ounce container, and that way I have a lot more black, because black is one of those colors that a lot of people like to get. Just like with red, I got so many different reds just because you never know what red they want. Somebody's red may be like a different idea than another person's. And I do have another container of Glam and Glitz Black. I had accidentally, let me look. I'm looking at my acrylics right now. I had accidentally bought, oh, they're falling. I had accidentally bought one that I thought was Maryland, because I thought in the picture it looks like, oh, it's just a black. But when it came, it wasn't, and it's called Blackmail, and Blackmail actually has a little bit of glitter shimmer in there. I would say it's more so shimmer. That's why I didn't notice it on the picture online. But either way, it's a beautiful color. It's just the fact that I just use Maryland more. I don't really tend to use Blackmail as much. Okay, after we added the colored acrylic, we're gonna go ahead with our Coupa Clear again, and I'm actually using the Rapid Speed Clear, and I love it so much. I think this is my favorite clear now, and it's pretty crystal clear as well, just like their regular traditional acrylic that's clear. So we're just capping it, and capping it is basically like a short term for saying encapsulating. So you might hear people say that. So I'm just encapsulating, aka capping the nails with the clear, closing them off, because the colored acrylic actually does not have as much structure as a clear does. If you use white, I don't think you really need to use clear, because white is that color that really has a lot of structure and has a lot of strength, just like a cover acrylic, I would say. But the colors besides that don't have a lot of structure. So that would be this color right here, so, or any other color. So you just want to cap it so that there is some structure there, and you're protecting the nail as well from scratches and things of that nature. All right, so now we're taking our 100 grit file from PANA and basically just reshaping the nail. After you add acrylic, it kind of loses its shape. It gets a little bulky on the ends again, so we're just reshaping every single nail right now. As you can see, I like to like turn her hand around to see her view, because what I may be looking at in the front is not what she's gonna be able to see. So it's always good to reverse her hand, or you know, put it backwards so you can have a better view of what she's looking at, and you can for sure make sure that the nails are actually even and all the sides look the same and it doesn't look wonky or anything. So your best bet is always going to be to reverse the hand, look at it, and make sure everything's straight. Okay, so now that we did all of the nails, we're gonna go in with this medium PANA bit, and this is not a safety bit, but if you wanted to use a safety bit instead, go ahead and do that. I don't like the safety bits when it comes to this. I don't know, I think I've never actually even tried using a safety bit, even though the same course would be medium. I should try it again when I see how it would work, but I really like using these instead. But all I'm doing is going on the cuticle and kind of removing anything that may be stuck to the skin, because that way you will prevent the most lifting. And we're just smoothing it out because we did add the product so smooth. There's not much filing to do, as you can see. If you can get down adding basically the acrylic really even or straighter, then you know, sometimes it looks lumpy. So if you try not to have that lumpiness, then you're gonna have an easier time finish filing, and it'll seem like it's going a lot faster. All right, so you have a closer look there, just so you know what I'm talking about. I just literally went into the back part and removed the excess acrylic. Especially with black, it gets everywhere, and you can see it really, like on the skin, you can see it really prominently. So I tried to remove as much as possible. And we're on the last one, but for the ring fingers, you guys, now that we're done with everything, I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, I forgot to tell you, I did buff them, I just didn't show it on camera. So we just adding some Mia's Secret, adding some little not rhinestones, these are Swarovskis. We're adding the Swarovskis, and we are basically just doing a little kind of like a cuticle crown right here. And I'm just gonna spray it with some Mia's Secret spray, and that'll be all. I'm doing that on both ring fingers, so this hand and the other hand. And then I'm gonna be able to take some gem gel and kind of like go around all of the stones so that it stays a lot better. So now we're just adding some D&D top coat. I just grab whatever top coat's near me, to be honest. I have it in the drawer on my right. If you guys seen my nail room tour, if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and check it out. But you will see where I have all my gels, and literally whatever's closer to the front of the drawer is what I grab. It is a great top coat, and it is non-cleanse, so I really like it, and I get it at my local nail supply store. Sorry that I'm out of frame a little bit, you guys. I didn't notice that I moved the camera by accident. The mount kind of like shifted, so sorry about that. But now we have cured them for 1 minute in my LED UV lamp, and I'm just adding my mango scented is it mango? Yeah, mango scented cuticle oil, and I'm putting it around all her nails. Alright guys, that is all for today's video. So we're going to be doing the post notification shout out next. So today's post notification shout out goes to Christy Lee. Thank you, girl, for commenting down below in my last video, my Madam Glam Valentine's Day collection video. So these are the nails, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And if you want to be the next post notification shout out, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell button, and comment down below when you're done. Thank you guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.